Mouths, it's your boy Laffers LMA, and of course we are back with Just a Fan Wrestling. I know it's been a long time. I know it's been a very long time. But we are back and we are ready to go. I am joined with the one and the only Afro Coming 765, and we are predicting 2024 in wrestling. CM Punk returns. Tony Khan, AEW in trouble. We're going to talk about it all in this episode. Let's get started. Of course, I already introduced my guy, so we're going to let him introduce himself even better than me. Afro Coming 765, you know that, my guy.
Your local neighborhood scumbag here to give folks their daily dose of dirtbag. Same gimmick, different day. Hell froze over. The wrestling world was shook at its core, and we're here to talk about it some more. You know the vibe.
Yeah, I know it's been a long while. I know he ain't been on the show in a minute. Like what them boy talking about wrestling, but you can find Afro Coming 765 on Friday Night Europe on the Blur Cartel channel. So just go check that out. And we might get this started back in 2024, but I had to do this video because a lot of crazy stuff happened. I'm in the process of moving, so a lot of stuff got a little slowed down, but we gonna get back to it. And like I said, you can go watch Afro Coming on Fridays on the Blur Cartel. And you can watch me here reviewing movies, TV shows, all that. I'm a little bit behind, but we're going to get back to it. We're going to get to it probably this weekend. A bunch of shows will be
Holiday
watched.
season does it to us all.
Yeah, and moving season for me too. So
True.
I will be moving in January. So start of 2024, we will have a lot more opportunity to do more in my own little space out here. Yeah. So that's why we've been gone. But of course, we got to get to what y'all here for. Y'all don't want to hear about these ad libs from this person that y'all should care about, but y'all don't yet. You will soon enough.
You get there.
CM Punk came back to WWE, and Triple H Tory did it in a way that Triple H only could. He took over production. I could tell he took over production because he did the classic. He did the logo. He did the zone out, and I watched probably 100 TikTokers reaction channels.
Bruh.
Sit there and be like, "Oh, he not going. Oh, so he not showing up." And then as soon as they said, the music hit. I'm like, he timed this like he knew what TikTokers were gonna say, because he know the zoom out is when the show go black. Tor, zoom out is when they go black.
He knew when he put the copyright logo up. He knew we were gonna think it was done. Because
But we know Triple H a little bit though, Tor.
Yeah.
He will put it up, and then you get the Johnny Gargano Tommaso Ciampa thing, yeah. But what he did this time, Tori, he did the zoom out that go black.
Yeah, and then the one thing I didn't like though is that the graphic hit before like I felt like it was so early because like the crowd was so loud. At least from at home, you didn't hear the as soon as the static hit, it went up, but you saw the CM Punk on the little overhead board, and I was like, at first, until I saw him, I was like, I'm not gonna believe it till he walks down the ramp. And then he walked down the ramp. I wish I'd have recorded my own reaction because it was fucking crazy. The fact that in 2023, Triple H found a way to keep the biggest move in wrestling from any of the dirt sheets. Sean didn't know. Uncle Dave didn't know. Fucking
Sean didn't know. Uncle Dave swore it wasn't going.
Yeah, Uncle Dave was ready to put his hand on a bunch of Bibles that CM Punk was going to be nowhere near. The only person besides myself, as I may say, go back Friday night, your last week and the week before, I told niggas this was a possibility. Like, this was always a possibility. There's too much money on the table for it not to be a possibility.
Jim Cornette even changed his mind after Uncle Dave was so sworn back. He changed his mind.
Jim Cornette
he changed his
said
mind.
That shit from the beginning. He was like,
but he changed his mind after last week.
He did. He changed his
Uncle
mind.
Dave convinced him.
Maybe he's not maybe he's not coming. And then sure enough,
Uncle Dave convinced him at the end.
But you gotta think though, there's been no secret. Like, think when CM Punk was coming back to AEW, we knew weeks and weeks in advance.
Sean Ross Sapp caught him on the bus.
Bruh, niggas saw him outside of venues, saw him coming for. I mean, we knew that first time that he was coming. Yes, it was still a big surprise. It was still an amazing crowd reaction. but we still knew, we still expected it, and
Can
like
I can
the
I
way
praise
Triple H
Triple
did
H for
it.
something else too?
Hold on, wait, I do have a problem, and I think
I
that
want to praise it.
you wait, I have a problem with this, but this isn't so much with the CM Punk. And I was surprised that I hadn't heard you say anything about this because it was a huge continuity thing. Why was Randy late? Why wasn't he in the cage?
I,
His
I
wife was at
actually
ringside.
I actually want to praise him for that because I will
Whoa!
forgive it. I will forgive it simply because they teased that it's gonna be Punk, and they kept teasing it's gonna be
I
Punk.
mean, look,
And
niggas said
Rhea
I was
came out,
crazy when I said that the goddamn Shinsuke Nakamura hitting the GTS when I was like, that's a Punk reference. I got a flood of is that a Punk reference meme? Well, he's here. But
and now we
no,
find out
I
Shinsuke going
thought that was
after
going to be a
Cody
problem
return.
for you. I really did because I even thought
I
about it. I was
don't
like,
mind it because the end. I would have hated it if the ending didn't happen.
yeah, if Punk
Cause
wasn't
I
there,
was the one thing I would sacrifice story and continuity for is to make sure people
a
stop
moment,
believing in something. You know, the devil don't exist. The biggest trick the devil ever did was make sure you don't exist. So convincing people, because people were convinced that Randy wasn't gonna show. I saw the reaction from people
yeah,
when Randy didn't show up the first time. They're like, "Oh, this gonna be with Punk it,"
yeah.
and
And
then he
then
don't
that
show up, and he
again,
don't do it again, and then Rhea show up, and then he like, "Oh, this is what Punk show up," and then Randy show up, and they're like, "Oh, so they ain't gonna do it."
but Randy
And
still
I'm
got
like,
hell
"Oh,
of a pop. Randy
oh,
got a
he did,
crazy pop. It was nasty. It wasn't
yeah."
Punk nasty, but it was nasty.
Yeah, I think
Cesaro
that trick.
definitely could have
I
hit a
think that
jig
trick
to it,
got in people's head that he wasn't gonna come. I think that little slight trick of
but it
them like,
was
oh, he teasing us because you wouldn't tease Punk coming and then saying, oh, Randy ain't showing up. Who's gonna help them? And then
yeah.
it be Randy, and then you kind of get in your mind like, oh, Triple H trying to mess with it. He trying to because that's something
No,
Vince would do. Vince would
that
people
is
like
definitely Vince trying to play mind games with the
that. And
audience.
if CM Punk wouldn't show up at all, and Vince would just
Oh
put you
yeah,
just to
I think if
that.
I honestly and
Then I have a problem with continuity.
I don't think this happens if Vince was still in charge.
That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
think Punk
So,
comes back.
but
Although
I'm
he's gonna
just
have to weather the storm. His first Saudi Arabia show, the first super card they put Punk on. Woo!
yeah.
It's gonna be
But
rough.
that's a crazy news. CM Punk return. And I saw Mark Henry.
The
I want to
return
talk
was
about
good
with the
enough that Zelmay threw out his continuity rules. I really did. I thought
yeah,
the
that
cable
was
committee was gonna be like,
I
yo,
I noticed I
why
hated
the
it
fuck
to it.
wasn't
I
Randy
hated it.
there?
I was gonna tweet about it. But then
Because
I waited because I'm
that
like,
nigga
this
did
is
not.
too weird that he doing this now. It's too weird because I don't know why that would be in the story.
And they
Why
still
would he?
never mentioned it on Raw. He didn't, did they? Like, he didn't acknowledge the fact that he wasn't showing up or anything that I can remember. So what the
Hey,
hell?
if Randy Orton did once he came in and if he clean house like that, ain't nobody on my team mentioned it. That
Yeah,
man came in and they was
hey,
dominating, and you
he
came in
showed
and
up.
just clean house and like, oh, we
But
won.
Randy saying 10 more years is kind of flagrant, yo. You think Randy finna wrestle for 10 more years?
He on the Aaron Rodgers right now, boy. Aaron
But
Rodgers
hey,
said he coming back
listen,
from
if his
injury.
body holds up, I thought this nigga just had like double fusion surgery in his back.
Hey, when I saw him throw a man, when they threw JD out, JD a MVP. We gotta start
Bro,
giving JD
he
MVP.
just, bro. Listen, we got to stop the small nigga discrimination. I know JD McDonough, 5'8", 130 pounds, 145, maybe soaking wet. But that kid's got heart. He was the only person that could have pulled off that in that match. Who else would have? Because you got to think, the bigger you are, the more gravity affects you. That's just how it works. He
Yeah.
was the only person that was going to even remotely, anyway, kind of take a safe RKO off the top of that gigantic ass War Games cage.
And they
Because
threw him off, and then
that is taller than the old War Games cages back in the day. A lot.
yeah,
Well, you got to think the old ones had roofs on them too, but you couldn't be.
WWE done got obsessed with the taller, and that's why I always give Shane. Even though Shane McMahon is annoying, I would never I would never diss him for that man. Did some
Yeah,
crazy.
bro.
That man, the
He
only
did
person, Kevin Owens did jumped off half the cage. That man just willingly fell off the top of
all
that
the
30
way.
foot cage. Undertaker said he alive.
Crazy. Yeah.
He the only one to do it to
It
her.
was
He just
well,
dropped.
you got to think about the Jim Cornette scaffold
Oh yeah.
bump back in the day. That might
Shane,
have been
Shane
27
McMahon
feet.
take the craziest bumps in wrestling just to
He
prove
does.
something I've
He
ever
does.
seen.
But that shit. bruh, it was perfect. Randy came into the match. He fucked boys up. We got everything we wanted from Randy. We got the
He got the what they say he started speaking in tongues.
yeah. I saw niggas saying it was a Kendrick Lamar intro with the yeah. It was, but he gave us moments, yo. I
That
know
man
the
got back
CM
in
Punk.
wrestling. He caught the holiday.
He's back to being the apex predator, legend killers in the backseat. Now that he's a legend, we don't want him to off himself.
And
But
hey, I got a quick question before we get back to the main subject. He lying to Jay, so we all know it now. I
oh
saw the
yeah,
whole
bruh.
everybody like me and
Listen,
you good.
one super kick is not gonna right you putting me out. You kayfabe putting me on the shelf for a year and a half. Nah.
I was saying when he said the whole bloodline when he was talking about Sammy, but I think he's gonna be all the people that was there. Even though Solo wouldn't be technically be there, but he part of the
I think
normal
he's
one now.
gonna get Sammy though. I think he's gonna get
I
Sammy.
want him to get Sammy just because he did promise every
Yeah,
single.
he did. I was gonna say he said every single member of the bloodline. Paul Heyman got to get an RKO.
Everybody can catch. We all know Rhea catching one too, right?
Yeah, she's got to. My dad,
I
daddy
think the
got an
daddy's back.
RKO,
I
mommy.
think the daddy's
Dad,
back line kind of hinted that it's coming in the future.
oh yeah. I mean, remember how hard everyone popped when he hit fucking Nia Jax with the RKO a couple of years ago,
Yeah,
bruh. It's gonna be viral.
yeah.
Randy's the
He
only
100%
person that can
hitting
get.
Jay. They
He
setting it
is
up too.
He's the
It's
only
go-
person that gets away with hitting women in the WWE. Randy Orton's the only dude that gets away with hitting women in the WWE. Because the fuck you gonna do? It's Randy Orton.
I
This
think the
nigga is the
RKO is such a cool move that even women cool with it.
first ballot Hall of Famer, bro. Like no doubts about it.
He did the RK he RKO his wife RKO'd him off a boat, so I think he good. I think he
Yeah.
got points for that. He
Bro,
got points.
I'm just saying, Randy, and he looks, bro. Randy looking
Oh,
broad
he's
as
in.
fuck.
He do.
Punk too.
He in super shape. Yeah.
Punk came out fucking little. I mean, nothing super crazy. Maybe he had the right T-shirt on at the time, but that both of them niggas are at that age where you can start legally getting TRT. So there's a lot of 40 plus wrestlers that I think are going to start getting yoked again just because they can legally go through TRT. For those of you who don't know, that's testosterone replacement treatment, and it basically works just like the juice to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But
Um,
Punk
Also, I
is
want to
looking
give a quick
broad,
shout out to Bailey because her performance
bruh.
in that elimination
She
chamber
she
literally,
is going right back to babyface as
she
soon as
100%.
damage control turns on her. It's gonna be
Bro,
like,
the
bruh.
story set up, the match set up the story. WWE does stories. Bailey literally, every person in that match on her team
I haven't
was
seen anyone
beat.
talk about this
Have you
though.
seen it?
But wait,
Everybody in that match was pinned for a win off a finishing move, and Bailey saved every one of them.
everybody, yeah. I was just
She
I
got
watched,
put in the finish move,
but
and
I
no
was
one
thinking
saved.
though, I've seen a couple people mention it, but not too many. Um, we haven't talked about the fact that last night, I mean not last night at Survivor Series, it was Cody Rhodes' first War Games match and Charlotte Flair's first War Games match. Cody's dad invented the War Games match. Fucking Charlotte's dad was in the first War Game match, and they both had their first War Game matches on the same night. That was dope. That was something I swear in my head. I'm like Triple H thought about that before he did this. He had to.
And shout out to the spot when Cody, Randy clearly could have won the match with the super
Oh, and
RKO, but he fed
he threw him to
so
Cody.
Cody
So
could win.
Cody could yeah, so
Yeah,
Cody could win his dad's match. I mean, come on. Babyface booking 101.
yeah. So
It
that was
was
a
it
great
was
thing.
it was a good I just man, it, is it gonna are we gonna get it officially now that the trash can crossbody is like Io Shirai's signature move forever now? Because she's the
Yes,
only
in War
person.
Games match, that's
Yeah,
her
yeah,
War Games
bro.
match.
That trash can crossbody is so funny to me every time. Even though I've seen it two or three times now, it's still, bruh. To have the just the balls to jump off of something that tall and not being able to see. Because like I said, I had my backyard wrestling phase. You jump off of a random roof or something and fucking pray you don't break anything. But to physically not be able to see, have a trash can over you as you try to fucking hit a crossbody and hope that everyone's in place.
And
beautiful,
shout out to Kairi Zane. She went to New Japan, came back, and she her sexy phase
bro.
already.
The re-influx of talent that left the WWE and came back has been top tier since.
Tori,
Remember,
she her sexy
since,
phase too. She up here, she do tongue tricks every time she comes to the ring.
bro. Bro, Kyrie is
She came out with the Kabuki Warrior look, like a little. I'm a little
just the
Japanese
little.
girl, and she came back. I stick my tongue out and do tricks with it, and I do those sexy
Listen,
walks.
we all see the old Stardom photos. We know how them bitches used to get down. They used to be all over the naked bravura type fucking photo shoots.
Oscar,
I know
remember
them
Oscar
bitches used
tried
to
to
get.
strip some girl?
Yep. And think,
She,
bro, allegedly we've got Julia coming in early 2024. Come on. This women's division is about to be stratosphere levels of craziness.
I wish Damage Control won though, but I get they're trying to set up Baylor to
Yeah,
get kicked out.
yeah, they're setting up the. I thought it was
Damage
odd
Control
that
need a win sooner or later.
think both heel teams ended up taking the loss in War Games matches. Not something that we see
I think
usually.
both of them needed a win.
Exact, but
I
with
get
both
why
of
the
them,
last one didn't win. I get why the
I get
last one
why the
didn't
first.
win.
I get why both of them didn't win. If we're setting Bailey up for a face turn, and we're setting Damian Priest to get out of Judgment Day, whether he goes face or not, I don't know. But it makes sense. But yeah, it just sort of it kind of sucks. But I'm all for the Creed brothers versus Judgment Day, which is coming soon since they won that tag team turmoil match, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be the Creed brothers. And Creed brothers, they
Put the
they
belts on them, Trips. Listen, put the belts on those boys. And then that gives you your linchpin to officially get Damian Priest out of there.
yeah,
If it costs him the titles, he can leave with his money in the bank briefcase and just keep him leaving.
yeah. Let's get into the other part of the CM Punk thing that people said the PG Punk promo.
Oh my god, bro.
Tori, your thoughts on the promo? What
I
you?
liked it.
I
I
think
liked
it.
it.
You know, this is my theory, Tori, and I'm gonna let you go. I think the theory is he's gonna come be the good guy. I'm the goody two shoe, and then every end of like most promo, he gonna say something subtle like I'm here. I'm not here to make friends. You know, the promo was like, "Oh, everybody loves
Everybody welcomed
me.
me back with open arms.
Yeah, they so
I got
loving me."
hugs
Except for
and
of course
kisses.
Seth, I can't deny Seth doesn't like me, but everybody loves me. And then at the end, he just subtly says,
It
"I'm not
was
here to
the
make
perfect
friends."
though. He made sure he didn't say it. If you notice, he didn't say it into the hard camera. He looked into one of the handheld cameras, made sure that was shit was squared up on him. I'm here to make friends. I'm here to make money, not friends. Come
And
on,
then did the Young Bucks victory lap.
hit the victory lap on him.
I'm like, I'm like, I'm like, and then the whole and people like, I don't get it though. I'm like, Seth's whole thing is he keeps calling him a hypocrite.
I mean,
He
low key,
doesn't love
but
this.
it's about money. It's always
Yeah,
been about money.
and that's I think you're gonna start seeing. You're gonna say, I'm telling y'all right now, Seth's gonna make a reference to the John Moxley promo. He's gonna make a reference to the Triple H promo. Triple H his mentor, John Moxley his best friend. He gonna mention. I guarantee you, Tori.
Oh
He
yeah,
gonna mention. He
it's
gonna
definitely
what's
coming.
the John Moxley line? He said, no heart, no
No, we need
fragile body, fragile
fragile
mind.
body, fragile mind, fragile soul.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Essentially,
there, and
that's
then he
it.
gonna hit him with one of them Triple H lines to CM Punk, and CM Punk gonna
It's gonna be
slightly
epic
ignore
though.
him the whole time, and he gonna get mad and madder because we already seen his reaction when CM Punk came first,
Oh yeah, but
which
I'm
I can't
just
believe
saying,
y'all didn't know was a work from the
come
beginning.
on,
Because
Michael Cole. You people thought Michael Cole was going to be able to hold back Seth Rollins if he was legitimately trying to get to CM Punk. Come on, listen,
I
they
don't
could
know,
have put. Listen and think,
Tori, he was
Sami
on
Zayn, Sami Zayn's right there, Cody Rhodes is right
Cody
there,
Randy Wade,
Randy waving at Punk. I mean, come on.
and all you gotta do
Listen,
was like watching Paulsa when
but it
literally
was smart
last
though,
year.
because I think they did that on purpose. They
Yeah,
wanted that to be the thing that only the fan cams. Because I looked and I'm pretty sure that they even said that none of the actual cameras, or if they did, they obviously haven't released the footage, but none of the actual WWE cameras caught Seth. They were all focused on Punk at the time.
yeah. And if you
So
saw Impulsive, he mentioned CM Logan
yeah, he
mentioned CM
even
Punk
said
to
it.
him,
He
and he was
said
like,
multiple. He that whole time he said if he wants to come back, do business, We apologize, whatever, whatever. There's nothing that he's done that's super crazy that we can't come back from. Because a lot of people forget that when the
If
Shield
Triple H can
debuted,
forgive him, anybody can forgive him.
anyone can. But you got to think, a lot of people
That
haven't
man did
acknowledged the
Triple
fact
H children.
when when the Shield came up to the main roster, what was it for that first time? To save CM Punk. The
And
story
I,
writes itself.
it does. It's an easy story. And then him and the Cody story can be great. Oh, him and Cody story can be
Oh,
hilarious.
him and Cody can slap. But that's the thing.
That
And
that a that first that AEW promo when Cody like I don't know if I ever get the chance to tell you this, but everything you said you was gonna do, I did.
I said and I
You
said this
said you gonna
before the
join the
show.
Young Bucks. I did it.
I
You
did.
said you gonna create a promotion that's for wrestlers. I did it.
He did it.
You ran away and you left. I did
But
everything you said you was gonna
that's
do.
what I'm
I left.
wondering though. Are we gonna get freaking babyface CM Punk? Are we gonna get heel CM Punk? Are we just gonna keep on getting this weird little tweener energy from him?
I don't
But
think he should turn heel to
like
almost
I said,
man.
and I said this before the show started. So if you're in the comments and this offends you, let me know. But in my opinion, you don't let him wrestle before the Royal Rumble, bro. You hold him down. You don't have to have him. Punk's promos are gold. You're trying to generate interest. We don't
I
need
was
the
just
Tony
saying.
Khan math of fucking 2 week turnarounds on angles, bro. You can let shit breathe.
I don't think he's gonna be used a lot, but I think he's gonna be. I think he'll face certain heels just
Man,
to
see,
be random
I wouldn't even do that.
before he go heel. You know what I mean?
I
Just
would
give him
make
some.
people rabid for that first time CM Punk is in there. You want to break a record for Royal Rumble? You don't let Punk wrestle till the Rumble, and I
We got a
guarantee
month and
you,
a half.
yeah, bro. How long is it? You think about it. You know what I mean? A little more than that. It's always early January.
Yeah,
Freaking.
I'm saying it's about to be December
I
and
was gonna
like
say
next
yeah, you're right. I
Friday.
wasn't even thinking about that. But
Yeah, so
yeah. So think about it. Is a month and a half really that long? Not in my we used to see angles back in the day. Think about how long it was before Kane and Undertaker actually had a fucking match back in the day. That shit was almost 6 months, if not more, of build before they even fucking got in the ring together. Come on, give C.
yeah.
Listen, just let him do his Punk thing. He's gonna draw the numbers. He's gonna cut a fire promo. And by the time the Rumble gets here in a month and a half, however long, fucking people will be rabid to see him do fucking anything in the ring.
You know what I was thinking before we get off CM Punk? I noticed Cora Jade and Roxanne been a little more friendly on Instagram. Bring AJ Lee as their manager.
Yeah.
Cause you
Ooh.
know Cora Jade and Roxanne is call her mom.
Yeah, but you got do you do that while they're still in NXT, or do you bring them up to the main
That'd be their
roster?
call up.
Oh,
AJ Lee is the manager. With
I
Cora
mean,
Jade and
I
Roxanne.
want to see. Damn it, I want to see AJ Lee back in the ring though. I get the manager thing. I know she's had
Well, she
injuries,
can,
but
but you can lead her back and shit. I'm pretty
I
sure
saw
she ain't
one
trained.
thing before we
I'm
get
pretty
off
sure
the Punk.
she been
I
chilling.
want to ask you how you feel about this. This is a match that I've seen some people throw around that we thought we could never get, and there's still a chance we could never get it. But if we got it, it could easily be a WrestleMania type of thing. CM Punk versus Stone Cold.
If you're not doing Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, you gotta do Stone Cold.
Think about that. How long have we since before
I don't
Punk
know who
left
Seth
the
Rollins
whole
will face at
the
WrestleMania.
Nexus angle, the what, and all that? I mean, CM Punk versus fucking Stone
Like I
Cold
said,
was
if it's not
about
Roman Cody versus if it's not Roman Cody and then Seth and
See, I thought
Punk,
that thing you could go Seth Punk night one, Roman Cody night two, but I was thinking if you don't want to put a belt on Punk right away, bro, if he can work with freaking Kevin Owens, he can work with CM Punk.
I'm pretty sure
Be
they,
amazing.
if it's not meant for Seth and Seth is at Rumble, because it's gonna be Seth first. So if it's not Seth at Rumble,
But I
it's
don't think we need to rush into the Seth stuff. I think it's smart to
but,
let it build.
but
Everyone's
I
getting
don't know
used
whether
to
if
running
it's
shit
gonna
for
build this, it's gonna build at Mania. It's gonna be CM Punk versus Seth at Mania Night One.
I'm just saying that if you're looking for a good ratings boost or a good cash injection, I'm just saying CM Punk and fucking Stone Cold is a dream to
Saudi
work
show.
bro. Think about it. That would break the internet.
Saudi
CM
would probably
Punk
pay a lot of
versus
money.
Stone Cold in Saudi Arabia breaks every record.
It does. So I think it'll be a Saudi
Cause
show.
that
I don't,
punk pop,
unless
bro.
it's unless you move it forward and Rollins at Rumble. I don't think you can do it. I
But
ain't gonna lie,
I
Seth
was just
and Seth
thinking
and
that.
Punk at Rumble would make a big Royal Rumble main event.
Oh yeah, it would make a super sick Royal Rumble event, and especially if Roman's still on this thing where he's not feeling like working all like that. I think low key, and this might be blasphemy. What if they're trying to make Roman Reigns the longest reigning champion of all time? It'd still take another year before he caught up to
I think people will get too upset at this point.
I don't bro, it's been 3 years though.
It would, but like the problem with the first 2 years is it was amazing. It was consistent.
Because
Now it's
Rocky
kind of being like
it was
now
Rocky
it's
Marciano, not Rocky Marciano.
going boxing.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking boxing.
He was undefeated
He was. But damn
for
it.
like 4 years, five
What
years.
who is the number one? Because I just
Bruno's Bruno
oh,
Sammartino.
Bruno San Martino. That's right. If you want to beat Bruno's record of 1,600 days or whatever it was, because I think no, it was like 1,700. It was something ridiculous, but we're already in the fucking quadruple digits. I mean, what's a
I
couple
think it.
hundred
I
more
think
days?
it just be too hard to just keep telling the story after a while.
Too. But
Like
I
even
just
this year, it's harder to tell the story and
but
to
think
the
but
finish
think
is
you got a
all the
lot
same.
more stuff though that you can Roman's, and I love Roman. If you've seen me on any wrestling program, you know I am a Roman Reigns fan. But I think Triple H is in a mode right now where he's trying to prove. I don't know whether he's just trying to prove it to himself or he's trying to prove it to Endeavor and TKO. But it's that Roman. Yes, Roman's a draw. He's always going to be a draw. But fucking, there's more than just one draw in WWE now, and that's
I ain't gonna lie, he came back a few weeks ago, and I'm like, this dude's special.
Brad, like
I'm
Roman,
like,
listen, we all know Roman Reigns, first ballot Hall of Famer, guaranteed, no questions asked. Fucking,
why is The Rock still not in the Hall of Fame?
I think they
The
want to
Rock
wait.
missed 10 years at a time,
No,
and
but
he's
listen, I
and
think
I'm like,
before
he's
they
been back
put
in 12 years. He still ain't in the Hall of Fame.
no, but I think they want to completely and totally the way Vince has always done it. He's not putting people in the Hall of Fame until he completely and totally. And maybe this changes now that Vince isn't in control. But he used to have that thing where he wanted to make sure the wrestlers going into the Hall of Fame weren't wrestling anymore. At least
The
not for
Rock
him.
missed. He wrestled twice
No,
in
but we all
15
know
years.
there's still that always that possibility of fucking Rocky coming back because
Ain't
regardless of what
Stone Cold wrestled 4 times.
yeah. But think Stone Cold. Think about okay. We said the obvious choice is CM Punk versus
Ric
let's
Flair
say
wrestled
CM Punk versus Seth on night one, Cody and Roman night two. What if they swerve this completely and it's CM Punk Stone Cold night one, Rocky Roman night two? Come on.
that would
Cody
be
gets the shaft in that, I know, but I'm just saying. There's
everybody.
so there's so many different things you can do
Drew
right now.
McIntyre might walk off for real.
What are
Like
we gonna do when Brock decides to mosey back on into town for a little bit?
Gunther, 100%. Gunther and Brock at WrestleMania, 100%.
Gunther and Brock at
Gunther
WrestleMania.
already said he wants that match, and that's gonna solidify him as the greatest in the continental. Then he can lose it to Chad Gable after me.
Yeah. In my opinion, I need Gunther. Gunther's the person I want to take the belt off of Seth. Me personally,
He
I
should.
don't know
That's
how
why.
you
That's
book
why he,
it,
he should beat Brock first, and then once he beat
but
Brock, it solidifies as the greatest in the
but
continental championship.
there's no doubt in my mind that Gunther needs to be the heavyweight champion or the universal champion, either one, at some point in time, very near in the future, because fucking he's just that damn good. And in my long term booking brain, you wait until Ilya Dragunov fucking
Oh
comes up
my!
to the main roster, and then you fucking give us Ilya fucking Gunther 3 and have Ilya take the belt off of him. And then
Did you
fucking
watch? Did you watch? Ilya, did you watch NXT yesterday?
no, I've seen clips and stuff. I
Ilya
saw
beat the
Tyler
Nathan.
Tyler Bates hit a or was it Nathan Frazier? Somebody hit a freaking Tiger Driver 98, and I was like, oh,
That's Angel
I thought those were
Angel Garza.
done.
Angel Garza.
Oh, was it Angel Garza? Shout out
He
to
must.
Angel Garza busting out the goddamn. anything All Japan related, I'm here for it, man.
But
I saw fucking
then he hit the
Cameron
triple. Then
Grimes
he hit
get
the
drop and read head.
bro. That match with Wesley, Johnny Gargano, and them was amazing.
You think Wesley's getting the strap off of Don this time?
Probably need to. I'm tired of them with just random belts and not meaning that.
I don't know, bro. I'm a Judgment Day fan.
I like
I
the Judgment
bro,
Day too, but I
but
feel like sometimes I feel like they lose, and
it's
then their
when
music
they
hit every
start the
time a star come
downfall.
out, and I'd be like,
Does the downfall of the Judgment Day come before the downfall of the Bloodline in your mind?
yes.
Okay. See, I don't know.
Damien Priest,
I
unless
enjoyed
they
both
have a
of
new
them because
iteration of it.
yeah, because there's only so far you can go, and I feel like Judgment Day has done a good job of like shape because
The
when
reason
people
I say this
remember
is because it's a faction that's like,
Judgment Day was garbage when it first started with Edge as the leader, Edge and Damian Priest.
nobody. It was that was gonna always fail. I'm sorry, even if they try to do a good job. Edge
It was
coming
it was
back
always going to be looked as a Brood ripoff if Edge was attached to
and
it. It was
Edge
just going to
coming
look
back
like
as a
fucking
and he
Brood's
just came
suit.
back from like neck surgery. And nobody's gonna boo Edge. They didn't want to boo him anyway.
Yeah, like it wasn't gonna work. But then you added Finn in, and then you got fucking him out. Rhea comes in, then they break Dom down to get him into the fold. Finally, fucking JD McDonough takes enough bullets to where they're like, "Yo, you can ride too." And
But I think I
he
think
lost
the
to the Baby
reason that it's
Face.
harder to break the bloodline up is because Roman is such good. By the way, y'all people don't give him credit. Jimmy Uso is killing this little weird role, and I don't think people understand his character. I don't think it's an
Yeah,
intricate character that people are not. And I have not seen nobody say this. So I'm probably gonna put this on TikTok. Jimmy Uso is literally a character without a character. So
true.
he's literally pretending to
He's
be
lost
his
his. He's low key lost his
yeah.
identity,
So
and
his
he's
character
trying to.
is his brother character, and then Roman calls. Then he turns to Roman every time. Yeet, and
Yeah,
then Roman calls no yeet. It's literally the same. He's like, I don't know who I am because I'm always a tag team, but now I'm not a tag team. But I'm the quarterback, so I'm making audibles like you, big tribal chief.
yeah.
but and plus he gets to show his funny side too. So he's like a goofy kid that's trying to figure out who he is.
But you gotta watch it though, because you don't want to get like, because and this might be a hot take, but I don't like that. Our truth got pigeonholed into a comedy role. Like our truth, Ron. Think about fucking his run as Ron Killings in TNA.
Even his
Truth can
early
fucking
when he started
wrestle,
smoking them
bro.
cigarettes in front of them kids when he first got
Yeah,
back in WWE.
I mean, think Invisible, Little Jimmy, bro. Think about Little Jimmy. That was where it started for me. That's when I was like, okay, he's
But
just gonna be a
I
comedy
have more
wrestler.
faith. I have more faith with this because Tozawa getting to
And
put
I'm
on
happy
bangers.
Truth's back. I just want to
Tozawa is
put that
putting
out
on
there.
bangers to even though he got a comedy gimmick. He found it, even though he
Yeah,
been a comedy gimmick, but
but it's listen though. There's a fine line
yeah.
between fucking the gimmick defining you and you defining the gimmick.
Ooh,
You
that's
know what I mean? You don't.
nasty.
Yeah, that's that. Jelly Roll. I don't know. He sort of messed it up for me though. Like I know the look of disgust is supposed to be there, but like I don't know. Jelly Roll just didn't fit with the. Just leave it to Xavier Woods. He's the only person that needs to tell me how nasty what Cesaro was
And
doing is.
Tozawa been putting on some good matches.
Oh yeah, Brett. I like him and Otis as a tag team. I'm
I
not
do
gonna
too. I
lie.
do too.
I always
I
liked
saw
the
that
Odd Couple
that
chemistry.
backstab he did was nasty. That little tag backstab they do.
Uh huh.
That's a nasty backstab. Chelsea Green been getting slow mo shine. She a comedy character. She she usually win our matches. She didn't win, of course, this week, but she normally win with the
I was gonna say,
unprettier.
didn't they lose? Did they lose the belts?
No, they still got.
Oh, okay.
She won.
Oh,
Piper
didn't they?
Niven won. Piper Niven won the match last week,
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna
and
lie. I probably went to
and,
the bathroom on the Tegan
and
Knox and tell you,
yeah, the crowd was not into it. Even though I think
but but I hate that because Tegan Knox can go.
Natty can
She
go
doesn't
too.
need
I
to
just
be in
hate
a
Natty
tag
character
team.
all day.
Yeah, I'm not a Natty fan. She tried to rely on being a heart for too long, and it just listen. When you make it people's main focus is they're going to compare you to Bret the Hitman fucking Hart, you've set yourself up for failure because you're not that fucking good.
She's really good though. I'm just
She's real, but is she better than Bret?
no, no, she not.
Exactly.
But but I think she's so good at. enhancing talent though and making them better when she go to NXT
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff. She's so good at that.
she is a wonderful journeyman gatekeeper, whatever you want to call it. Fucking once you get to tussling with Natty, fucking you're on your way to the upper card of the women's
Yeah.
division.
Like I said, NXT got some little interesting performances coming up. Braun Breaker mentioned LA Knight. So do we get a LA Knight Braun Breaker WrestleMania match?
I mean, let me talk to you. I'm all for LA Knight.
Or do we get
Fucking
Logan
listen,
Paul? I think Logan Paul
I
might
said
be
shock
Kevin
the
Owens next
goddamn world.
WrestleMania.
Ooh, but
That's
I'm saying
elimination
shock
chamber.
the world. If you want to break the internet, have LA Knight run it back with Roman and get the W. Let me talk to you. I need it. I need LA Knight to have a belt before too long.
Maybe
If
Logan Paul's belt, but Logan Paul got to rock with it a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say Logan needs a little more time with the U.S. title before you say. I mean, but that could definitely Logan versus L.A. Knight could be a slapper at any big four. It's gonna go off. I think I think their opposing styles won't clash too much. We know L.A. Knight like that old. He's got that ability to be like an old school worker, and where fucking Logan Paul, he can be that super dynamic, high flying guy, but he has a sickeningly amazing understanding of the basics to where I think that match would be like gold in ring wise, like pure
Yo,
gold. I
listen,
think
Shawn
Swerve.
Michael trained that man personally, just like he trained Swerve personally. It seemed like you trained personally with Shawn. You end up.
Hey, okay, this is off subject. Shout out to Swerve, yo, bruh. That match. Listen, outside of the Hangman match, that was super brutal, super amazing. If you're into death matches, it's one of the best. But
It was.
even
I
just
even kind of liked it,
tonight,
and I'm like, I hate the match.
tonight as we record, Swerve just had an amazing match with Jay White in the main event of Dynamite. In ring wise, it was perfect. But bruh, it's just
Poor Jay White.
see, poor Jay White indeed.
What you gonna
Because
leave
you
that to the
just
second one? We might well get to that because we talking about now. AEW is
looking bad. I'm not
yo, when
saying
I
anything
see
dumb.
PW Insider be like, they looking like WCW 2.0, they falling off. I'm like, is that Dave Meltzer saying that?
Um,
Is that
listen,
Brian Alvarez?
When Dave Meltzer said that that Triple H was getting Booker of the Year for his vote, I was like, Tony is in shambles right now. See it first. CM Punk comes back to WWE on Survivor Series. Now Uncle Dave says that Triple H is a better Booker than me. Come on.
Yeah, I got bro. I watched that MJF promo tonight, and I'm like, that was amazing. And then the random
I
devils
still have to
come
go
and
back and watch it.
Jack Perry's three. I'm, Jack Perry's the
I'm
devil.
gonna
We
be
all know
so
this, right?
mad, bro.
We all know this,
I'm
right?
gonna be
That's
so
the
mad
laugh, bro.
though.
Tori, am I wrong? Tori, is that not Jack Perry
No,
laugh?
it definitely it looks like Jack Perry is the devil, and that's such a fucking waste, bro.
I hope they
You
change
should.
it as a way a
You
little.
think Tony Khan ever kicks himself for fucking firing CM Punk instead of Jack Perry?
Hey, next week so perfect to reveal Jack Perry's the devil right the week after CM.
That would be
By the way,
disgusting.
I saw a majority of people hate it. They loved the MJF promo, and then it got and then they felt like it got watered down after the real devil signing. You will have a tag
Bro,
match.
I think that if they go too long trying to let MJF be a babyface, they could hurt him.
I think
Because
I've
there's
noticed a
just
lot of
some
people
people that
hating the
aren't
babyface now. They're like,
bro, it's this whole thing with Adam Cole is so stupid.
I
Why do they
actually
still
liked
have
it,
the
but when Adam
independent?
Cole left, it kind of
I
started
don't.
being,
I liked it at the beginning, but once Adam Cole got
yeah,
injured,
that's what I'm
you
talking about.
needed to redirect.
Yeah, it's the time.
Once he got injured, you need to redirect. Don't just fucking double down, which is what they've done. This is, the last two pay-per-views in a row, fucking MJF has worked the fucking pre-show and the main event. That's retarded.
You know what?
He's my friend.
I like the idea of him and Adam Cole being friends, but I now it's becoming he being nice to everybody.
How did you feel about Roddy? You're not my best friend anymore. What was that last week when
Yeah,
he told Roddy that he's not his best friend
it's good.
anymore? What the fuck is this?
But that's after the injury.
You're
I'm
grown
talking
ass men.
pre-injury. It was fun. And my thing about CM Punk was he found a friend in Adam Cole, and I'm cool with him being nice to Adam Cole and being nice around Adam Cole.
Yeah,
But
and
when he's
Adam
a
Cole's trying to help him
but
out
his
too.
character when he's away from Adam Cole should still be an asshole. Like, oh, I'm only nice around my friend. I think that could work, right?
Exactly.
But once he's like Adam Cole in the building, I hate all you. You know what I mean?
But I think it's time to let MJF get back to being
Even then,
MJF.
even
I
when it,
just think
this is my idea.
he's got
Listen,
to give me my gimmick back, bro. I'm the scumbag.
listen,
He's
Tori.
just
This is
fucking
listen. Even when he
crossbody.
did it with the Bucks, I thought that was the character he was going with. Like, oh, I'm this fake nice guy. 1,000 days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
20 days, bitch. Like this is like okay, I'm a nice guy. 20 days. I didn't mind it. Like okay, I'm around Adam Cole, I'm
I just
nice, and then when you're not around Adam Cole,
we've
you're.
seen him do so much better
But
though.
now
Like,
he's
and
like
I hate the
complimenting
guy.
Samoa Joe. It was a dope promo though. I'm not gonna hate. It's a dope promo.
Yeah, but this Samoa Joe shit is so dumb. Listen, what
I
heel
hated the devil stuff.
fucking
I hated the devil.
I listen, I hate this. This just you just brought this up out of me, mentioning Samoa Joe. How are you supposed to be the biggest heel? You're looking for a fucking. You are looking for a title opportunity. He gives you. He's like, we can do this right now. What kind of heel says, "I want you at your best. I'm gonna protect you to make sure you get to World
Hey,
Dream"?
listen, my
Fuck
man.
that,
Listen, my
bro.
man gave up the RH title to go after the. But
That was stupid shit. Why are you vacating a title to fucking go? That
you TK burying the ROH title. By the way, Bubba Ray
Why do you
Dudley,
buy it though?
Bubba
Why buy
Bully
ROH
Ray,
if it's gonna fucking
Bully Ray said something
ruin
perfect.
it?
He said, "Listen, you already Samoa Joe like, yo, I want the real belt. I don't want this belt. This belt trash. I want the real belt." And I'm like, "Dang, you buried the other company you bought." And
You
then
buried the and the
then
TV title has an amazing lineage.
yeah, the TV title. And then Ronda Rousey is doing ROH instead of putting on AEW on Dynamite and saying,
Hey, listen, Effie made this the perfect.
Bully Ray said it's a
Shout
perfect
out to
story, bro.
Effie. Ronda Rousey's a waste of money. You know what I mean?
She,
Look, he
yeah,
said
she a
he's
big name.
Effie said if you need three things, you need three things for him to be behind you in wrestling. You need to be a little bit good at wrestling. You need to acknowledge that trans people are people and they're valid, and you need to admit Sandy Hook was a real thing. He was like, Ronda Rousey crosses none of those lines. She's transphobic. She didn't believe in Sandy Hook, and she can't wrestle. And like, bruh, my whole thing is I don't care about your personal beliefs. I just want you to be good at wrestling. Ronda's not.
Listen,
Ronda and Marina Shafir is a garbage
I
tag team. Marina Shafir isn't a good wrestler in
I
my opinion.
get she a
I
name.
don't know
Listen,
her though.
she's a
I don't
name.
know her.
She a name.
I don't know
Ronda
her.
Rousey is a giant name. She's really famous. So what you
But
do
she's
is
garbage in the ring.
you have her do a bully racing. You bring her to AEW and like, we gonna sign Ronda Rousey. And she's like, no, I want to represent ROH. And then everybody like, oh, this real star wants to be in ROH, which makes it seem important because everybody knows who Ronda Rousey is.
But then TK has to take the ROH championship off Athena.
You know, after she can still win. But
I'm
I'm
just
just
I'm
saying,
just
but it makes
saying.
the show feel more important because a big star said, I'd rather be here.
Yeah, but I don't think, if I'm being honest, I don't think the AEW fans are the fans that like Ronda Rousey.
But even I'm just saying in general, it just makes it feel bigger that somebody wants to be on RH. It feel like nobody wants to be on RH except for people that can't get on AEW.
Think about it. We
Tori, am I wrong,
celebrated
Tori?
when she left the W. No, you're right. I'm just saying
Samoa
Ronda
Joe, like, I don't
Rousey.
want to be on this show no more.
Yeah, that is kind of what he did.
Eddie Kingston
He
is like, yo, I'm representing this, and everybody, we don't care. We don't care about your belts. He even gave up all his
well,
belts too, just to
they're
be a
about the
part of this
triple
stupid tournament.
tournament that's going to be booked horribly.
Swerve gonna win
But
all
it's
these
gonna.
belts.
They're
What?
literally
How did New
look.
Japan
They're
feel about
literally
their
just
belt
trying
being
to.
put up in this
They're
tournament?
literally just trying to recreate the Vader All Japan run where he became a Triple Crown champion.
And
That's all they're trying to do.
doing it in a quick way too. Because I was like, wow,
Yeah, they're not even going to give it the build.
just do it in a tournament because you know TK loves his tournaments. He loves it.
Yeah, but this is the
What?
first round robin that he's done. This is the first point based tournament. Like
Why do I like?
it.
I do like stuff
This
by
is
AEW though.
this is
I'm
basically the G1 Classic light. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
it is. I do like he put some names in it though. So shout out to that. I'm gonna enjoy a lot of these matches. But
Yeah. I mean, listen. Anytime if I'm gonna get a main event like Jay White versus Swerve Strickland for every round of this tournament, I'm here for it.
my problem is TK booking is not the wrestlers by any means. The booking is just
Yeah, the
terrible.
wrestlers are gonna be amazing regardless because they're amazingly talented. It's just that TK's booking is the problem.
What do I love Christian Cage character. I think they
The
make it. I
patriarch of
think they make
AEW.
it. I think they make it Edge, aka Adam Copeland, a little too OP, just taking out everybody. And I'm like, you kind of.
He gave Lucha Kill Switch. My bad. He gave Kill Switch the double concerto last week.
And
Gave him the
then
triangle
the curb
concerto.
stomp,
Yeah, but I'm man.
the move that took
Listen,
him out in WWE lore.
do you think that in Montreal next week, do you think Edge gets the win and takes the TNT title off of Christian or
He
no?
shouldn't.
I agree.
Uh,
But
I,
Tony
you
Khan
you
can
doing it? You doing it for a big name? But I'm sorry, Christian Cage creates his own stories. Edge really
he's
doesn't.
the best heel they've got right now with MJF doing this stupid babyface shit.
I'm glad
He's
you did put the
literally the
bet
best
on
heel.
Tony Storm because her character work is amazing right now. But I
I
don't know
think
why
her
you
and
took it off
Mariah
her in
May
the.
are
I
gonna.
don't know why you took it off her in the first place. So
Yeah, her and Mariah May are. But I don't think if they didn't take her off of her, do we get this psyche break and get timeless Tony Storm out of it?
maybe not. But I hate
If
it.
they
But
leave
then
the
I
belt
felt like
on her,
Sheeta, you just gave it to Sheeta just to get this to this point, and I'm like,
she was a placeholder. We're not gonna act like transitional champs haven't been a
that's
thing
true.
forever. Come on.
I just like Sheeta, so maybe I'm gonna.
I like Sheeta naked. Oh, shout out to Tokyo Joshi Pro and Stardom for making all of their female wrestlers take nude photos at some point.
Yeah, they
Their
did.
practice.
With shout out to Yo Sky Curry.
And Asuka.
I
And
said
Hikaru Shida. And fucking I don't think Riho got that treatment. Kenny wouldn't let that happen, but
Kenny
nameless.
was there by that time. If you was after the
Yeah.
Kenny era, you didn't have to do it. When Kenny got there, like, no, you will treat you women with
Once Kenny
respect.
got in good, he was like, "Nah, we're done with this. This is distasteful."
Shout out to Kenny Omega protecting women.
Nah, because of Kenny Omega, we'll never get that Julia shoot though.
Didn't she have like her own? She was in another organization or something with just a title belt around
She
her.
might have. I know she's got so many belts. It's not funny.
Yeah, so I'm just
So did you see the change in Mercedes Monet's Instagram bio? The
I
look in
saw.
my eyes.
I didn't know what it meant, so just explain to her.
Well, I mean, look, how does CM Punk's the cult of personality starts? Look in my eyes. What do you see? A cult of personality. And all of a sudden, after CM Punk's debut,
Didn't you
Sasha
McIntyre say
goes
that
and
tweet too?
yeah, but think,
Yeah.
but Mercedes doing that just randomly, and this wasn't a tweet, this wasn't a post or anything. She literally just changed it in her bio. Listen, if Sasha comes back to the WWE is ridiculously
Can we?
stacked already. You add Sasha back to the mix, TK might have to listen to me and cut his weight with the women's division.
Andrade and Malachi Black, we all know want to get to
Both are
WWE.
fighting to get back over there.
But
I
I
hope when
don't
they
think
make it
either
there.
one of them is fighting as hard as Tony Stark. I mean, Ricky Stark,
I don't
Ricky
know,
Stark,
look.
Ricky Stark. Ricky Stark is making. He like, I'm hanging out with Cody Rhodes today. Look at my best friend CM Punk. I'm wrestling with Jada today.
Well, think before Punk got fired, who was he getting ready to have a program
Yeah,
with? Ricky Stark. And then Punk gets fired, and fucking Ricky stuck him in
Tor,
a
I
tag
don't
team
think
with Big
nobody
Bill.
making it obvious that they going to WWE is Ricky Stark. Ricky Stark be hanging out in
I
WWE
I hope
arenas,
he
Tori.
does.
Tori, he goes to
I,
the WWE show.
he does,
He
bro. I want
in
I want
backstage
listen.
chilling. Like, oh, I'm here. I'm here
Ricky
next year.
Starks, Powerhouse Hobb, Brody King. All three of them motherfuckers should be in the WWE and not wasting time in fucking
I don't
AEW
think
anymore.
nobody makes it obvious they're going to WWE is Ricky Stark.
And
I don't even
Brody
think
King,
Tony Khan should even offer him a
Brody King's
contract. It's over
super
with.
straight edge. He's a ridiculously big Punk fan. A lot, bro.
I don't.
Come on,
Ricky Stark was even before Punk. They just added.
yeah.
He was out here hanging out with
He's
Jada,
a
Jade
Cody guy though.
Cargill, and hanging out with Cody Rhodes backstage at WWE events every
What does
week.
Tony Khan do if QT ends up on creative in WWE after leaving AEW?
Be happy.
Yeah, I mean we're on.
Be
Listen, me and Mercedes.
happy. Be ecstatic.
I've been talking shit about
I saw
fucking
QT and Powerhouse Hobbs in that storyline he made with Powerhouse. That
bro.
was terrible.
such a garbage story.
I do not want QT anywhere near.
I don't know if I'd put my name on the fact that I wrote 750 fucking formats for AEW.
QT. I don't know. Tony Khan did good that one. That I go. I give him credit. Maybe the
Think
stories
Tony
will be.
Khan picked QT Marshall off. Tony Khan picked QT Marshall over Gabe Sapolsky. What are we doing?
Triple H better not have no QT Marshall. Nothing.
Triple H made sure to go get Gabe back. As soon as he got Vince out of the way, he was like, "No, we bringing this nigga. This nigga booked Perk Angle. God damn it! What are we talking about?"
I said a lot of.
But
I said a lot of potential.
Tony's got to do something to get it together though. Like your ratings are super low. Now there's all these rumors going around that Warner Brothers Discovery could be interested in fucking Raw. I mean, what does Tony do?
Oh yeah, that's the worst nightmare for him because they gonna be the flagship. That's WWE the flagship, exactly. And you gonna be AEW is ROH now for WWE, and that would be terrible.
If Warner
you better
Brothers
hope Disney put them on FS1.
It's just crazy though. Because when AEW first started, it could have been something super amazing. If it was everything they said it was going to be, it'd be so much better than it is right now. I mean, it's just disappointing because there's so much good talent over there. I know it's good for business having multiple big promotions, but come on.
What's up with every girl? What's up with ever since time Tony Storm did her gimmick? Every girl try to do like a dark gothic gimmick now, or some crazy gimmick. They all go. I'm like, so yeah.
I don't know. I think it came from Julia Hart started it.
Yeah, I give her credit. But Tony Storm was a little different too. But not everybody doing it after Tony Storm. Like she been doing it though. When Tony Storm do it, everybody
looking hella sexy though as a goth bitch. I'm knocking down goth Sky.
What's her name doing it too? And then we know Mariah Mayfield to do the crazy. What's her name?
Yo, when her and Tony Storm eventually go 1-on-1, that match is gonna be.
We do know she doing the Mickey James Trish Stratus storyline, right?
Oh yeah,
she's 100% doing that.
the backstab is definitely coming.
Yeah, she's 100% doing the Mickey James. She's gonna be like the psychotic fan. She's 100% going again. I don't know if it'd be quite as crazy as Mickey James.
She's got to work out the logistics on that, putting that butler's tray in her pants, though, because fucking, I get what you're trying to do, but when it comes falling out of the back of you, which I don't get, Tony got an ass on her. That plate shouldn't have came falling out the back of her shorts like it did.
But I love Christian Cage. He is doing some amazing work.
Top tier, bro. He is the best heel in the AEW.
Tony Storm is doing amazing work right now.
Yeah.
Swerve.
Killing it.
Swerve is killing it.
He made Hangman palatable to me. I hate fucking Hangman.
I laughed at, for the first time, I ain't gonna lie, I laughed at Hangman when he told Nana, I'm gonna whoop your and steal your weed.
Steal your weed?
I laughed.
I died.
He said Nana he don't care about you. He used the money you gave him to go get weed from a high school kid. Nana, you know what?
After I whoop Swerve's ass, I'm gonna beat your ass, Nana, and I'm gonna steal your weed.
And Nana made it so much better. No, you ain't.
Don't do that. You're not gonna do that to me.
So first he was like, I don't do that. First he was like, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Lace the weed before he takes it.
No, I like it first. Like, I don't do that. I don't do that. Then he said, I'm gonna be steal with. No, you're not. You're not taking my weed.
You're not gonna do that.
I'm like, oh.
Hell yeah. I was like, this nigga Nana different.
I'm like, Nana. First he was like, I don't do that. Then he admitted it after he said, I'm gonna steal it.
That's the thing, and I don't know how much this helps AEW, but they've got so many managers that would be top tier where we don't have hardly any good managers in the WWE. We've got an abundance. You've got your Alex Abrahantes, you've got your Prince Nanas, you've got your Stokely Hathaways, even though I guess he's playing the general manager role for ROH. But I mean, all of them are super good fucking managers, and that's sort of what the WWE is like.
When we getting the Young Bucks and Jack Perry, that's the Devils. That's the tag team next week. They're gonna face them, and then Jack Perry gonna reveal himself.
That'd be so fucking disheartening.
Hey, that'd be hilarious. The week after Trump, we realize it's the Young Bucks and Jack Perry as the Devils against MJF. After
the Young Bucks and Jack Perry as the Devils is some of the stupid shit, bro.
Let's go. I want it. I want the chaos there.
Really can't book for shit.
Jack Perry, the devil, is funny because he's so little. It's not intimidating
Yeah.
at all. Like, what happened when he showed up with the devil mask? He'd be like this little bitty dude.
Stands next to a regular sized person and just so we can see how feeble he looks compared.
It's gonna be hilarious. I need it. Tony can do
But
it.
you know, AEW fans, there were still those few AEW fans who were like, "Oh, it's a work," and the devil's CM Punk, and I wish I could have been a fly on the wall when they saw that Survivor Series, because I know there was a lot of drywall that got punched through when that happened.
But yeah, I think AEW. I don't. By the way, when we say this,
I don't think AEW is going under
yeah, nah, it's
anytime
not.
soon.
Unless the WWE do sign WWE, then it's.
Yeah, if Warner
If
if
they
Warner
sign
Brothers
Raw,
picks up,
if they get Raw, yeah,
it's looking bleak for you if that happens. It's
it's
looking real bleak.
that's what I'm saying. They the flagship. Y'all the secondary, and you don't never want to be the secondary on the same program. Tristan,
Yeah,
you
no,
don't want to come after. You don't want to be Family Matters coming after Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Even though I love Family Matters,
doesn't
after coming after Fresh Prince, people don't want to watch it as much.
true.
I'm just saying you don't want to do that. So, but I don't think they're in trouble though. I think they did they did 800,000. That's not. It's not what. It's not what I thought it could be. I thought at one point when they were hitting 1 million, I'm like, okay, they can get to 1.2 and they can compete. That's 800,000. Like, okay,
But
they
they
are what they
also
are.
they had a good little minute where they were doing like 700 something consistently though.
Yes, and competing. They basically competing with NXT or SmackDown FS1 with people like I said don't know what channel that's on. It's a lot of people don't know what
Yeah.
channel FS1 on. It
To
might be
all you
on.
AEW fans out there spouting that Dynamite beat fucking SmackDown shit. Well, let's check after. Let's see if this Dynamite that just happened does numbers as compared to this SmackDown that's coming
But
that
they're gonna
we
say it's on
almost
Fox and it's
positive.
on every TV. So,
Yeah, but that's the thing. You can't brag about the wins when you're on the off night. You know what I mean?
and
Getting
then
a
when they
win
got
over
beat
them
head to head to NXT, they're
on
like, "Oh,
FS1
we was
isn't
on our off night." So, but I'm gonna say this about something. Like I have a problem with WWE fans and AEW stands, but my biggest problem AEW stands lie. They will make up a lie in a minute. They will just. What's that
Oh
dude
yeah,
named Drainmaker? That's like a really big AEW stand to be on Twitter. He will
yeah.
make up a
He's
lie in
interesting
a minute. He don't care. He will make up a lie that don't
at
make sense.
all.
WWE stands if they tell you a lie because they had a source from somebody that was bad. And also AEW just fan would just make you ask him where he found that stat from, and he'll be like,
But you got to think AEW's got that thing where the fans are too smart for their own good. Like they feel like, oh, we're in on the joke. We know what's going on. Da, 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 da. And that's not remotely how it works.
AEW fans have passed WWE fans is annoying to me. They did it last year. No, they started it when Triple H came back. They became
But
horrible.
think about it though. Ever since Wembley, it has just been downhill for AEW. You have the largest paid attendance show in history in the UK, and you've just done lower and lower ratings afterwards.
And then
Time
CM
and time
Punk
again.
acknowledged his tribal chief, and now his tribal chief allowed him back in WWE.
Yeah,
He did.
got
He
thrown
just
up that one. It was the bat signal.
and Roman Reigns like, I forgive him. He could come in. He acknowledged me.
Yeah. Welcome back to the fold, Punky.
Because I ain't gonna lie, the one person that if he had a problem with him coming, if Roman Reigns had a problem with coming, he probably wouldn't be here.
That'd be the only thing that I think could stop it.
Seth,
But
I think
like
Seth, I'll be like, I feel like they'll try to make Seth listen. It's good.
I
If
mean, you know,
Roman be
they're
like,
saying
no,
the only people that knew that Punk were coming. They say I've seen some people say it was just Triple H and Nick Khan. I've seen some people say it was just Triple H and Ari Emanuel, which is the head of
Ari,
TKO.
man, your Nick Khan and Triple H would know. It'll be all three.
That's
Yeah,
what I was
I don't
thinking.
think
I was gonna say I'm pretty. If those were
Triple H
legitimately
is
the
spending
only three,
Triple H is spending Ari's money to get CM Punk. Ari knows.
exactly.
Ari knows. CM Punk.
That's what I was because, like I said, I saw some people being like, only Triple H and Nick knew, only Triple H and Ari knew. I'm guessing if
Triple
there
H said
was
Nick knew too,
anybody,
so it's gonna be all three.
yeah. So I'm guessing all three of them probably knew, but none of the dirt sheets knew.
But I don't know if he considered Ari as just like WWE. I think he just considered him the boss. So of course
I
he
was
knew.
gonna
So
say, I'm
he's
pretty
supposed to
sure he
know because I'm
considers it running
spending his
shit.
money. So he's supposed
I
to know.
was gonna say it's gonna be coming out of his. It's coming out of his checking. You know what I
So
mean?
if he just see a random $4 million going, like what? Hey, what is $4 million come from? Oh, we just signed CM Punk.
But we knew ahead of this that CM Punk had friends on the WWE side. So
He did. People, I don't know. People act like CM Punk was hated by everybody in WWE. I'm like, no, he wasn't. He was. He
no,
didn't. Who didn't like him?
Ryback.
I don't think Roman had a problem with him until he did that. Make Roman look strong a bit, and then I don't think Roman liked him after that.
Yeah, that might have.
But before that, I don't think him and Roman had problems. But after that,
I mean, like I said, people forget. Like I said,
him and the
first
Miz
time
had
the Shield.
problems. That's documented.
Shout out to the Miz for putting down with Gunther, but Gunther's having good matches with anyone.
Him and Seth probably had problems because he did WWE. Seth
Oh,
is a
Phil,
loyalist.
stay away, you cancer. Stay away from me forever and ever.
But Seth Rollins is a WWE loyalist, so if he did
Oh
WWE,
yeah,
he
he
going.
is a company guy.
I'm saying, so he probably have a problem with him. The Miz, Triple H had a problem with CM Punk because CM Punk did diss his kids. We don't like to talk. We,
Oh
we
yeah,
we try to pretend like it didn't happen. Yeah, he like
it
you
definitely did.
you're gonna you
But
do.
listen, if Triple H can get by that and see, yo, this is what's good for business, TK has to feel retarded for not doing this.
Yeah.
How could you not think about it? Because if the Bucks would have just had the meeting, if they wouldn't have tried to pull this
Or even
freaking,
Jack Perry.
yeah, bro, anybody, that's
I
the
like how I
thing.
always come back to the Young Bucks and Jack Perry. No matter what,
Always.
it's always Kenny Omega was, but now he been chilling. He's been like, I'm a good guy. I don't care. I like my dog.
What do they do when Kenny decides to leave?
I think they can. I think they might can get around it. You know, I hate the wrestler might be a little
It's
less.
not like the it's not like the Young Bucks. They can go without the Young Bucks. I hope the Young Bucks hiatus is long form.
So let's get ready to end the show, but let's talk about 2024. What's your predictions? What's gonna happen in 2024? Even though we
Okay,
kind of did it, throughout the show. We're talking about who we think gonna be in main event of Mania.
yeah, my prediction, as you just said, I think Cody finishes the story. I think CM Punk either faces Seth Rollins or maybe my dreams come true. I'm trying to manifest CM Punk versus Stone Cold. Uh, I think I think Damian Priest is going to be a rare failure cash in. I think he's going to cash it in and not get the W. And hopefully Rhea keeps on holding gold for as long as possible. Yeah. 2024 has the potential to be something super
Who
amazing.
beats Cody in
There's,
2024 for the belt?
mm, I don't know. LA Knight. LA Knight. Yeah.
Face
I'm,
versus face.
I'm 2024. I need a belt on LA Knight at some point in time.
When do we get Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens? That's what I want to know because I know it's gonna be a banger.
Oh, that's gonna be a slapper. Kevin Kevin I love Kevin
You
Owens, but
know,
man,
I think
he
Drew.
gotta
I think Drew should beat Cody. I don't know if Drew
ooh.
Cody beat and then I think Sami Zayn should beat Drew at the end of the next year and finally get that world
I can
title
see it.
because they already setting the story up for the future. They set up on Raw. They've been setting it up. Drew he like
But
you ain't really a champion. You ain't never did this, Sammy. You don't understand how I'm
yeah.
feeling. And Sammy keep like, I know exactly how you feel. You ain't the only one who lost in your hometown to Roman Reigns. You ain't the only person that almost beat Seth Rollins.
Hey, all I know is next week we're getting Sammy versus Drew on Raw. I'm
I just need it
excited.
for a title at the end of the year next year. So, but I also
They got
I also think Drew
there's
should
just
win a
so
championship
many
as a heel though,
variables.
because he did hold WWE down during that
I
pandemic.
oh yeah, he
Outside of
was
Sasha and
the
them,
champ
of course.
during the Thunderdome era, bro. Him and Sasha they held it down through the Thunderdome.
That's what I'm saying. So
But I feel like if you'd have asked me that question, if we'd have asked anyone that question before Survivor Series, I think the answers would have been completely different. But once you add CM Punk, it's amazing how much one guy can shift the picture of a whole promotion.
that is true.
And TK fired him for Jack Perry.
Shout out to Jack Perry.
Fuck Jack Perry. Jungle Beast.
So now kill switches. Yo, how
Kill switch.
Yeah, that man got named Kill Switch and instantly got but next week.
Bruh, Luchasaurus got a. I've been saying forever that the dinosaur gimmick can only go so far, bro.
That is true. But Tor, it's been a great show,
What if
man.
he's got a light switch mask?
That would be hilarious.
That would be crazy.
But I think we done covered about everything. We done did the predictions. How long? Oh, I do got one more prediction. Does Baylor get the championship this 2024 from EO?
Mm, yeah, I think she does. I think after she gets kicked out of damage control, I think she goes on
Yeah,
a
last
run,
year was her
wins
Seth
two,
round, wasn't it?
gets
Because
that.
she lost a lot.
Yep.
That's her Seth
Well, she
round.
was, but she was also injured for part of that year too.
Because Seth round was he lost a lot. Now this year Baylor lost a lot, so next year she get rewarded for it the way Seth did this year. Because she does deserve it.
I
She's
can see
amazing.
it, bro. And you know they love the poetic ending. Bailey being the one to take the belt off of EO when EO ended up winning it off a title shot that could have been for Bailey.
Yeah, it'd be a good story. Got to get Kyrie involved soon. So because
Yeah, most
she is,
definitely.
I feel,
I think they're low key gonna get the Kabuki Warriors back together and we'll get the Kabuki Warriors versus Piper Niven and fucking Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green she's been wonderful too. Uh,
Now
Maxine
now I'm
Dupree
starting
been
to think
she been entertaining. She's not a good wrestler by any stretch, man. I know people like, oh look
she's a
how
good
good she
she's a
is,
good
but
valet though. She's a good valet.
she is, and she's fun. You know, I know people like I hate fun in wrestling. I'm like, bro, that's a segment, bro. You
Yeah.
can take a 3 minute segment for kids and have fun, bro. I don't know why y'all pretend like this 3 hour show have to be like hardcore wrestling the whole time. Bro, kids, it's like WWE has a lot of kids at the show. Let them have fun with little Jimmy and R-Truth eating chips.
That's why the WWE is the biggest fucking wrestling promotion in the world because it's not afraid to cater to the kids.
You know what I'm saying? Now, Triple H just showed y'all
It's
the
a
whole
priority.
show ain't gonna be about like Vince didn't do silly, goofy stuff the whole show, but you can have Tozawa get nasty every once in a while. It's fine. Ooh, that's nasty.
That's nasty, Tozawa.
Hey, when they did that to Swerve too, I swear when I and Tozawa hit that dance, I was like, oh, that's killing, that's killing. Even
The
even
warm up dance.
even even Swerve acknowledged it on his line. You're like, yo, that's funny. Oh,
But you know,
not even 2024 prediction towards Swerve go back to WWE sooner or later, or does he stay AEW?
if they don't put a if he doesn't win this little triple crown thing and he's not in the title picture by the end of this year, starting next year, I think there's a definite possibility.
Just
Because Triple H was always a swerve guy. It was Vince that didn't get it.
well, I think he had a little more problem with Triple H. I think Shawn Michaels the one that fought for him so hard.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, you're
Yeah,
always gonna have a better
Shawn
shot than
convinced Triple H in the end of the day. So
true.
he's like, yo, man, I gotta get this kid. But
But I think that's what Hit Row should have realized when Swerve didn't come back that they weren't gonna make it.
well, be fab with Bobby now. I wonder how that's gonna work out. What happened to old
I
boy? Because I
mean,
know Top Dollar got fired. Be fab is with Bobby Lashley. This dude
Rock
they
solid.
just left him in catering and forgot about Tori. He
Yeah,
got buried
what's
to
his
a
name?
level. Tori, he got buried.
Ashante the Adonis or some shit.
Yeah,
What's
Tori,
his
that
name?
What you said at the beginning about burial, Tori.
Burying somebody's not when you insult them; it's when you don't mention them at all.
Tori, this dude is supposed to bury too.
You're not wrong at all.
Bro, they
they've
fired
definitely
Top Dollar.
been
At least I know what
neglecting
Top
Swerve.
Dollar is. He doing food drives. So he's fired, but I know what he's doing. He rapping and doing food drives. Be fabulous with Bobby Lashley. This dude don't even exist. I don't know what he doing, Tori. I don't know if he doing a food drive. I don't know where he at. He ain't with Bobby Lashley. They told him he can't come in the room.
They gotta figure it out, yo.
They don't have to figure out that nobody care about Shanty. I'm sorry, I apologize, but we don't.
They don't.
Tori, you don't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Ashante the Adonis ain't making no never mind to my bottom line of wrestling.
That's what I said. So this dude is the most buried dude in wrestling right now to me. At least we saw people invest in catering. They was in catering. Sonny, he wouldn't even invite the catering to it.
Damn.
They told him to stand in the hallway.
Not being allowed to catering is crazy.
The camera coming, you can't be on the camera.
Yeah, you got to get out of here.
He in the hallway standing. Nope, you got to move. We got to put Piper Niven's arguing with Chelsea Green in the background. You can't
How
be here.
long until we see him in the goddamn security shirt?
They gonna
That'll be the next time we see Ashante.
You just gotta get thrown by Ivar and them. That was hilarious.
Yeah, they made Ivar. They were like, "No, hold on, you can't be on TV."
They just start throwing security guards at each other. That was hilarious. So Raw, they just start throwing security guards at each other. I can't do that to her. I'm sorry, I can't do it. You know, hey, y'all gonna be like, hey, you fight now. Let this giant man throw you around as a little baby. I'm like, no.
It's all in the hopes of getting over one day.
It is. But I appreciate y'all. This has been an amazing show. Me and Tori, we came back for Just Fan Wrestling like it started, 2 years ago?
Yeah, I was going to say, CM Punk came back and so did we. But, of course, you already know you can find me at AfroComedy765 on all platforms. Of course, over here on Overall 99 Media, being an Overall 99 scumbag. Friday night, you're on the Blurred Cartel. You know the vibe. Something flagrant, something inflammatory.
Yeah, Just a Fan. We'll see. Me and Tori and everybody get together and we'll get certain shows back on when January comes. Everything's great. I got my whole y'all see the camera lights, the mic sound, things good, changing things up. You see, it's 4K now. Look at the green screen is 4K. So we're doing everything. So shout out to AEW, shout out to WWE, shout out to Impact and Killer Kelly and that Cylinder Challenge. I ain't know you had that, girl. So I guess y'all make me want Impact. I almost forgot to it.
I wasn't familiar with your game. I'd almost forgotten.
I see it now. But it's your boy, the Apples I made. And Tori, you think they remember us?
If they don't, I'm sure they will eventually.
They got a question, though.
Always.
Who are these niggas?